everyone. We are now getting ready for our KC2 quiz over both A and B. Alright, so let's look at number 1. Right, this is when we're looking at all our different properties. So, the first thing, is the leading coefficient positive or negative? Well, this one looks like a smile. It's smiling, so therefore it's positive. Is the vertex a maximum or minimum? Well, my vertex, again, that middle point is down here, that very lowest point, so therefore it is a minimum. And then looking at what that point actually is, I'm going over 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's at positive 3, negative 9. Next thing are x-intercepts. Where does it cross the x-axis? Crosses the x-axis here and here. That is at 0, 0. And the other one's out 6. So 6, 0. Domain. Remember, our domain is going across. I create those lines from negative infinity. This line is on 3 to infinity. And then I create my height line going across the vertex from negative infinity. This line is at negative 9. And all the way up here at infinity. Okay? My domain is the one going across, not the height. So if I look between negative infinity and 3, my graph falls between these two lines. I look between 3 and infinity, my graph falls between those two lines. So, again, my domain is from negative infinity to infinity. Looking at the height, or the range, from negative infinity to negative 9, right? My graph does not fall between these two lines. It falls here between negative 9 and infinity. And I'm going to put that bracket on the number for the range. Then we have to do increasing and decreasing. Again, increasing and decreasing is between these two things. Negative infinity to 3, if I go from left to right, my graph is going down. So I write that into decreasing. Negative infinity to 3, going down is decreasing. Then 3 to infinity, starting from left to right, my graph is going up. So that's increasing. 3 to infinity. Okay, so be careful with which side is decreasing and which side is increasing. Okay, let's look at our next problem. And that is it. Let's look at example 2. Sign of the leading coefficient. Well, this one looks bad. It's negative. Okay? But its vertex is the highest point. It's a maximum. And that vertex is over 1, 2, down 1. X-intercept. Where does it cross the x-axis? Well, if I look, my graph never crosses the x-axis. So this one happens to have none. No x-intercept. Let's draw our lines through our vertex. Going up and down. That's at 2. Negative infinity and infinity. Going across. That's at negative 1. Negative infinity and infinity. Okay? So my domain, which pieces does it fall in between? Negative infinity to 2. Well, my graph is in between negative infinity and 2. 2 to infinity. Well, my graph is in that part as well. So again, domain is negative infinity to infinity. It fits between both of these. And that's your friend. Range, my height. Is it between negative infinity and negative 1? Yes, my graph is there. Between negative 1 and infinity, I don't have a graph up here. So it's the bottom one, negative infinity to negative 1. And again, with that range, make sure you put the bracket, the square bracket around that negative 1. And then increasing and decreasing, back to my x values. Negative infinity to 2 from left to right is going up, increasing from negative to 2. From 2 to infinity, it's going down. Alright. Sorry, this is this one, right? So 2 to infinity. Alright, let's look at our next problem. Now we're going to be looking at target C, which is all about adding, subtracting, and multiplying. Alright? Looking at number 3, I am simply adding. Remember, with adding, I'm combining like terms. So, I have a 4x squared and a 2x squared. 4 plus 2 is 6x squared. Then I have a 6x and an 8x. 6 plus 8 is 14x. And then I have a positive 8 and a negative 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Remember, we don't have to write plus 0. So my answer is 6x squared plus 14x. Looking at number 4, again, it's an addition symbol. Please highlight these symbols. So again, all I have to do is basic combining like terms. X squared and 8x squared. 1 plus 8 is 9x squared. 2x minus 8x. 2 minus 8 is negative 6x. Negative 1 minus 1. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. So I have 9x squared minus 6x minus 2. Alright, looking at number 5. This one is slightly different now because I have subtraction. So make sure you're paying attention to whether there's an addition sign or a subtraction sign. With subtraction, remember, you have to distribute that negative. The first polynomial stays exactly the same. The second polynomial changes sign. So I have plus negative 10x squared minus 4x minus 7. But again, then I'm just combining like terms after that. 20 minus 10 is 10. 8 minus 4 is positive 4x. Then I only have one constant, the negative 7. The negative 7. So I have minus 7. So I get 10x squared plus 4x minus 7. Alright, looking at number 6, I have 3x squared minus 6x plus 1 minus 9x squared minus 2x plus 1. Again, this is a minus problem, a subtraction problem. So I need to do the same thing. The first one stays exactly the same. 3x squared minus 6x plus 1. My second problem gets distributed. Right, we change the sign. Negative 9x squared plus 2x minus 1. Then 3x squared minus 9x squared. 3 minus 9 is negative 6x squared. Negative 6x plus 2x. Negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4x. 1 minus 1. Well, again, 1 minus 1 is 0. We don't have to write plus 0. Right, so I can just write as negative 6x squared minus 4x. Alright, looking at number 7. X minus 3x plus, or sorry, x minus 6x plus 3. This one now has no sign. No sign means multiplication. I'm going to go show two methods of multiplication. The first one I'm going to do is the Punnett square. So I have x minus 6, x plus 3. X times x is x squared. X times negative 6 is negative 6x. X times 3 is 3x. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. Okay? So that's just my quick multiplication. Then I need to just write it in order. X squared, 3 minus 6 is minus 3x, minus 18. Looking at number 8, I'm going to use the stacking method. I have 5x plus 2, 3x plus 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3x is 6x. 5x times 4 is 20x. Positive. 5x times 3x. 5 times 3 is 15. X times x is x squared. My last step is to simply combine like terms. 8, 6 is positive 8. 6 plus 20 is positive 26x. 15x squared. Okay. So again, I don't mind which method you use. I will continue to show both of them. All right, let's look at this challenge problem. 2x plus 3y cubed. Remember, the exponent means how many times I write that what is being raised to the power. So I have to do 2x plus 3y, 2x plus 3y. So I can only do two things at once. So I'm going to deal with this one and this one to start. I prefer the box method, so let's do that. Positive 3y, x, positive 3y. 2 times 2 is 4. X times x is x squared. 2 times 3 is 6. Can't multiply x, y, so I just write it as x, y. Remember, you just write our variables in alphabetical order. 2 times 3 is 6. X times y is x, y. Times 3 is 9. Y times y is y squared. So then, combining my terms, I have 4x squared. 6xy plus 6xy is plus 12xy. And then I have plus 9y squared. Alright, well, I just use this and this. I still have another 2x plus 3y. So I'm going to do my box method again. However, this time, 1, 2, 3. I need 3 boxes across, 2 down. So I have 4x squared, 12xy, 9y squared. 2x, 3y. Okay? Again, just multiplying. Don't get too worried about how big the numbers are. 4 times 2 is 8. X, I have 1x here, 2x's here, that's 3x's. 2 times 12 is 24. 2x's, 1y. 2 times 9 is 18. 1x, 2y. 4 times 3 is 12. 2x's, 1y. 3 times 12 is 36. 1x, 2y. 3 times 9 is 27. 1, 2, 3y. That's just 3y. Y cubed. Now again, just look for like terms. Usually they're in the diagonal. You'll see me do that a lot. I have 8x cubed. I can circle this diagonal, x squared, y, y. 24 plus 12 is 36, x squared, y. xy squared, xy squared. 36 plus 18 is 54, xy squared, and then I have plus 27y. Alright, so this last problem was a challenge problem. You won't see anything that challenging on the quiz, but it's good to know you can do the harder problems, so the quiz problems seem easy. Alright, look over your quiz review, and then go ahead and take the AB quiz.